From Rolling 350 in Thailand. Today we're on a mission. Me and the wife are going to go down to Jomtien Beach, which is a local beauty spot, and I'm going to be adjusting the positions of the camera today. So we're going to have a side mount, a front mount, and the current mount I've got, which is a windshield mount. I find that these are the only three that I need, to be honest, and it minimises carrying a lot of equipment around. So today I've got the mount on the mirror, which is a standard clamp. I've got the windshield mount, which I got locally. It's great for a POV video. And I've got the selfie stick, and I've got my Insta360 X5. Really, that's all you need, I think. Get a few angles, and I'll be showing you where I position the cameras a bit later on when we get to the beach area.
All right, off we go. See, we got the wide, expansive beach on the left-hand side. Very quiet now because it is early in the morning, but you know, come around midday, that will be very busy with the tourists, or what's left of the tourists, because the high season has just finished. We're now in low season, so there shouldn't be so many tourists around now until probably October time. So on the right hand side we got a lot of high-rise condominiums, loads of places for people to stay, nice view across the beach and into the sea. I'll just slow down a little bit and let this truck get out of the way, pickup should I say. So I've got the windshield mount on at the moment, and just a caution here that when you fit the camera, or should I say windshield, there is a lot of vibration, certainly on the windshield that I've got. But saying that, the in-body stabilization seems to cope with it quite well. But it's just a word of warning. I was really worried when I first tried it out, thinking I'd wasted my money. But the video does actually come out pretty good, so it's no big deal. Got a few people milling around now. The vendors, the local food vendors, are starting to open up. See a few restaurants on the right hand side of the road here. And we got a very popular mobile coffee shop. That's why the crowds are gathering. That's on the right hand side of the road. They can get the coffee and walk across to the beach. A few food vendors. Yeah, that's a coffee shop there. You know, coffee's become quite popular in Thailand now. They've started to grow their own. When I first came here around 30 years ago, there was no coffee. I mean, at the end of the day, people tended to drink, you know, fizzy drinks, pop, or of course beer. But coffee was nothing like as popular as it is now. But up in the north of Thailand, they've got some really wonderful coffee plantations. Doi Chang is pretty much world famous now. It's a fantastic coffee. And obviously it comes in all shades, you know, from the light all the way through to the dark roast. So they do make very good coffee in Thailand now. They've had help from the European experts, and I think it's job done. Okay, we're now in a more built-up area, busier area. The left-hand side, you can see the beach vendors are there setting up the stalls for the day. They got the beach chairs, the umbrellas and so on, and they'll be delivering food to whoever decides to sit on the beach. We'll be doing that a little bit later on once I've got this video done. Okay, the next shady place I'm going to pull in, I'm going to change the mount. to the front mount using the selfie stick. Try and find some shade. There's some shade here. So the selfie stick is basically extended to the third position, so there will be a little bit of bounce on there, but I'm taking it easy so it doesn't bounce too much, because it does ruin the video with the stick bouncing about, the camera bouncing around. I like this position though, because normally you can see almost the entire bike when you're riding along, so it does look like a third person is involved. It's very clever. Okay, see the market on the left hand side there, possibly that's the early morning fish market. They begin at 5 AM and all the boats come in with the catch of the day, and they sell the fish to the local punters. Very popular with the Thai people, you know, they love the seafood. Right, the stick's moving a little bit here. Unfortunately, I can't tighten it anymore, so I'll have to slow down a bit. Yeah, that's better. So we've got a bit of action on the left here. There's quite a few tents been erected. You know, there's always an event going on this beach. They do a lot of the windsurfing and also the jet ski racing. There's so much goes on here, so it's a good place to live. Okay, so far so good. Not going to stab this guy, I'll keep a wide berth. But let's see how we go on. It's a little bit more stable in the front really than it is out to the side. I think, you know, the further out you go to the side, the more it's affected by the wind and also the length of the stick. I've kept it again on the third extension here, but if it does bounce too much, just drop it down to the second extension. You still get a decent shot. It's just not going to catch most of the bike, you know. You're going to get the front and also the POV, but I like it on 3 extensions and I prefer to go a little bit slowly. You can also speed up the video in the editing, so it's no great shake really. I always like to do this when it's quiet as well, you know, not too much traffic. Can be a little bit dodgy with the, you know, the motorcycles in Thailand, they're like mosquitoes, they get everywhere. So easy to hit somebody with a camera. Anyway, here we go now, over another sleeping policeman. So we'll go down the far end, and I'm going to change over then to the GoPro with a chest mount and make a video of Jomtien Beach Road, which is quite pretty. But I like to vary the cameras and vary the angles, it makes life more interesting. I do like the chest mount because it's lower down on the body obviously, and it's more immersive. You feel like you're actually on the bike when you're watching the video. Okay, pretty much near the end now. I've got to say, I'm really enjoying this. You know, I've been photography for around 30 years, and I really enjoy my mirrorless cameras. I've got 2 mirrorless cameras, and photography's been a major part of my hobby, or my life, you know, over that period, and I still enjoy it. But you know, when you get technology like the Insta360, it's just incredible. You can capture everything in a 360 on video. you know, and you're always in shot. You can't really go wrong. Like with a camera you can misfocus or, you know, misframe, whatever, but with this camera it can all be put right in post. So it's a great piece of technology. You know, when I was a kid, I'm an old guy now, but when I was a kid, the only cameras we had were box brownies. They were like a pinhole camera, to be honest with you. Terrible pictures when I look back. But that's all there was available then. So when you look at the technology now, it really is good to take advantage of this. And, you know, and it's a good thing, I think, having a hobby. Keeps me busy. Keeps me out of the pub, as the wife says. Right. So now we're pretty much down in central Jomtien, and this is where the shopping area is. There's a lot of high-rise blocks in this area. See the Jomtien sign there? And this guy doesn't know where he's going in front. So, okay. We got him. So we're just going to come on now to Jomtien Beach Road, and that's what I'm going to make a change over to the chest mount, so bear with me please. Yeah, I found a shaded spot here.